Music mogul Sean Diddy Combs remains behind bars in Brooklyn this morning after a judge denied him bail for a second time this week. So this means Diddy could be locked up until he faces those federal charges of sex trafficking, prostitution, and racketeering in court. Now, prosecutors claim Diddy's access to millions of dollars and a cache of weapons make him a serious flight risk and a threat to witnesses if he were to be let out of jail. So for more insights, I'm now joined by criminal defense attorney Mark Geragos, who once represented Sean Diddy Combs. Mark, always a pleasure to have you. Thanks for hopping on.
Thank you.
You're not on the case now, but your daughter is. Tenny is. And you have known him more than a decade. You and I talked earlier this year just by how shocked you were by these turns of events. Have you spoken to him this week?
I haven't this week, although contemplating going over there and talking to him. I am shocked. I'm actually somewhat dismayed by the rulings. I mean, you referred to the denying of bail. It was by two different judges. As an officer of the court, you have to always tell people you can't flee, you can't, you've got to face the music, pun intended. What he did here was almost unprecedented. He paid off his first mortgage of his house, $18 million, so that he could put the house up for a bail package. He actually put his plane up for sale and tried to sell that so there wouldn't be any indication or argument that he was a flight risk. He flew, my understanding is, 2 weeks ago to New York City so that he could be here, so he could surrender, because he had every indication that he was going to get indicted. And then he was arrested at his hotel up on 57th and denied bail twice after offering $50 million bail package and round-the-clock security. So it makes you wonder what someone would have to do in order to satisfy prosecutors who are looking for a bail. And the reason I go through all of that is, you still in America are presumed innocent until they prove the case. And it is infinitely harder to defend a case when both your client or the client himself is in a 6x8 cement block cell.
And Mark, some are now comparing Diddy to Jeffrey Epstein. In a New York Post exclusive, one of those officers that raided the music mogul's home said he was, quote, as bad as Epstein. Your daughter, now part of the team representing Diddy, here's what she had to say about those comparisons on NewsNation earlier this week.
Can they all have consented, or were they minors and therefore the consent doesn't apply?
No charges relating to minors. None. None. The difference here between R. Kelly, between Epstein, no charges relating to minors.
So this is all adult consensual activity. People can judge it morally, but legally, you believe he committed no crime.
Maybe it's not what someone here would do in the bedroom, but that doesn't mean that what he did was a crime.
Yeah, Mark, do you agree with Tenny? And if so, at what point does consent cross over to coercion?
Well, don't ask me to ever undercut my daughter.
Yeah, I should know better than that. Yeah, as a daughter myself.
She's a force of nature. And I was just going to say you have a daughter yourself, but she makes a very good point. I know that people, because it's New York, because you've got people in the music industry or with Epstein as a financier, that they love to make the comparisons. The fact remains is that it's not an apt comparison. There's nothing about minors that's been alleged. I never saw anything in the years that I was around Sean to lead me to believe that he had any interest whatsoever in minors. The coercion is an interesting concept, because having kind of spent 40 years in and around the music industry, defending artists, representing women who were supposed victims of artists. So I played on both sides of the aisle, so to speak. This is a very hard sell if you are being honest about it, because most...
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.